Hey, what's up, Paul? Yeah, not sure how to set up a hangout from my phone. That's my only thing. I don't know how to do that yet. If I figure that out, then it's gonna be fun. I'll be having hangouts all the time. Just have some folks on, hop on the phone, call people. Hey, trying to hop on a chat. But all right. Well, and well, maybe I should just pause for a little bit while I'm in this moderately I say hello, and then I'll get on the road. I'm driving to the airport this evening. I'm going to visit my daughter for the weekend. It's her birthday. So this will be like the 1 year anniversary of the spirit level experiment. Alright, so Paul, Candy, what's up? My man Roy, Nancy Duffy, Ron Hagberg in the house. AJ, what's good? What's good? Jay's Money, what up? Frankie B, what's happening? Tyreek, what up? Alright. Should be 11. But yeah. Okay, so I'm driving. Alright, so I'll stop looking at the screen because, you know, people give me a hard time about that. Hold on. At a stop sign so I can read now. How's it going, Christina? Okay, so I hope everybody had a good week. I didn't have anything too crazy go on this week. Just looking at the state of affairs in the world and you know how things are shaping up. Somebody sent me a link. Did you see that? Apparently, it's more political theater, I believe, but the whole Kim Jong-un and the president of South Korea all you know are like buddy now. I saw that and I'm like, okay, looks like more political theater, but it's you know, probably a distraction from what's going on over in the so-called Middle East. Because you know, the 23rd there were warships en route to the particular area of conflict. There's been some things going on over there that we're not being told as far as the news goes. So, not sure to make what's going on over there. Not really sure, but that whole thing with Kim Jong, yeah, looks like, I don't know. I do not know. I'm saying it's more political theater to keep us distracted because I saw another I was just browsing some app and I saw a picture of looked like Kim Jong Kim Jong-un's dad, and it was like one in 2000 where him and the South Korean president must have been holding hands. It was like one in 2007, same thing, and another one like the other day. So I don't know. Hey, Cable. So no telling. What's up, Cooper? Or Copper? My bad. Copper Truth. What's up? Hey, yo, Mr. Cooper, Mr. Copper. All right. What I've had going on lately is trying to make some dramatic changes with how I handle my day-to-day. I'm one of those people who like need structure. if I don't have any structure, I don't have a little schedule that I'm kind of having to adhere to for the most part, I will haul off and end up not doing a whole lot. I'll say that. I'm not gonna say not doing anything, but I wouldn't be doing a whole lot. So I started two things that go very well with you know, my lifestyle and you know, what I'm trying to achieve. Also has had some other benefits for me. So early last week I was on YouTube just bouncing around and I tapped on this one video. It was like on, I don't know, you know how everybody lists of this 10 fastest knockouts in MMA, the 10 most sacred sites on earth, 10 most you know, unusual people on the plane, you know, whatever, on the plane. Anyway, you know, lists. So I ended up on one list, and the list was what one guy did. He said 10 things that happened to me when I started polyphasic sleeping. I believe that's the name of it, polyphasic sleeping. So he talked about the benefits of doing that, and how that improved his life. Now, polyphasic sleeping that's basically sleeping in cycles. You can break into these smaller chunks of sleep, because in society they told us that we need 8 hours of sleep, or 6 to 8 hours to be fully functional and all that, and that's just not true. So in the beginning of that video, the guy talked about how there were, you know, all these famous people who were highly successful who did the polyphasic sleeping thing, where they didn't sleep a whole lot, no more than like 4 hours a night. So and then they would take naps throughout the day, things like that, like Winston Churchill. They talked about Edison, Einstein, probably Tesla. I'm on I-5, Copper Troop. So what it is like they didn't sleep a whole lot. They didn't sleep a whole lot at all, but they would take naps. So the way that you can break these cycles in, here's my schedule. What I do now is my sleep schedule is I'll go to bed at midnight and I'll wake up at 4 in the morning. On top of that, I'll you know, wake up at 4. I don't have to be at work until 7. So now I have time to make it to the gym. So I've been starting to work out again. So that's fun. You know, because that's something that was like a big part of my, you know, my personality, my character, just getting around and working out. That was kind of my thing. It was kind of like my like meditation. You know, you feel like you're making progress some way or another. I mean, while working out, I always felt like I was getting something done, you know. So anyway, I wake up at 4 after I go to sleep. I sleep at midnight, wake up at 4, so I'm only sleeping for 4 hours. I wake up, go to the gym, make it back to the parking lot in time to take like a 15-minute nap to just try to reset a little bit and relax. And then I get up, get ready, and I'm at work at 7. Then at lunch, at 11:30, I'll just come back to the van, eat real quick, and then take a nap. And these naps that I take are like 25 minutes or so. So I'll take a 25-minute nap at lunch, 15-minute nap before I go to work at 7, and then like another 25-minute nap in the evening around like 8, something like that. I still haven't worked out the evening naps all that well yet. But by doing this, you kind of free up 2.5 to 4 hours a day. So basically throughout the week, by sleeping less, you give yourself a whole nother day to get things done. So, you know, you'll have more time to read, you'll have time to work out like I've been doing. You know, just having more time to respond to. That's what I've done, adjusting my schedule concerning that. So I switched my sleep cycle, and because of that, I can now work out again. So, on top of that, I started intermittent fasting. That's another thing I started recently. Intermittent fasting, that's a matter of what I do with that. I only have an 8-hour period where I eat, and that's from like 11:30 to 12 in the afternoon, and then I'll have, you know, I'll stop eating from like 7:30 to 8. You know, I have my last meal around then, and then that other 16 hours of the day, just drinking water to, you know, just stay hydrated, use the water to kind of supplement where food should be in my stomach. And what that does, that kind of kicks up your metabolism. It kind of turns up your energy levels, because your body starts to, let me see, clearly not, whatever. So anyway, Hey, somebody get the troll out of here. So what that does, that like kicks your kicks your metabolism up. You start to use fat when you burn that for energy instead of, you know, the food that you would be eating. So there, you know, there's the benefits. So switched up my sleep schedule, intermittent fasting, and I started working out again, and I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good with that combination. The sleeping situation it's been pretty easy because I don't really like to sleep, to be honest. It's like a waste of time. I used to feel like it was a waste of time, but you know, that's my current situation in development. So I'm still kind of, you know, trying to progress towards something or another. But it's been fun. It's been fun, you know, doing these things. And like I said, I need a routine. I need structure, so I feel like I'm actually getting something done. So there's that. I'm kind of about to take a vacation, so to speak. I'll be out of the country for about 4 days, 4.5, something like that. So I'm gonna be out on a small. No. He's sick. Sorry, man. My bad. I'm just trying to pass this stuff on, Paul. My bad. It's not even health tips. It's just stuff that I'm doing. I mean, I'm not saying go do this stuff. I'm saying if you would, you know, find any sort of benefit in doing these type of things, I'm saying get out to the woods, connect with nature, walk around barefoot, get some free electrons and all that. I need to start. I'm gonna be doing that in a little bit. You know, on top of that, if you do want to try the polyphasic sleeping, you know, all you got to do is just, I mean, whatever adjustment you want, you know, try like 2-hour sleep periods or whatever however you want to do it. You know, you can work something out, and you know, you can find yourself having more time to do the things that are important to you. And that's one thing that I've been having trouble with, you know, over the last few months, because I'm always wanting to, you know, be back in touch with people, responding to emails, or watching videos, or studying this, or doing whatever. And I'm like, there's not enough time. I know, Paul, we're good, man. I'm just playing. Do your thing. We're fine. No. You know, this stuff is like beneficial, and I think it'll you know, improve some things in the long run, maybe in the short run. We'll see. It's all good. But you know, I'm just passing these things on. You know, that's what I do. If that's the kind of friend I've always been. If somebody taking pictures of the van, if I run across some good information or something that could benefit a friend of mine, I consider you all friends. Yeah, so I'll, you know, share with you what I got going on. So that's what it is. But yeah, get back in the gym, yo. Had a little. I was starting to get a little soft around the midsection. I couldn't. That wasn't working for me. So I don't know. Be on the lookout for a workout video popping up at some point. Probably not though. I'm kidding. But that's what I used to do. But yeah, it's been fun. Just wanted to check in with y'all. You know, see how everybody's doing. Let you know what's been up. You know, crossing into different genres. Flat Earth, van life, fitness guy. You know, it's fun. Alright, my man Ted, he's gonna get with me. That's cool. Ted, if you live closer, man, yeah, we can definitely do something. Yep, I got a big bottle of apple cider vinegar in the little kitchenette right now. Please believe it. I put that in my water. When's the next meetup? I don't know. I need to put something on the schedule. There's a few things I need to do. I'll probably, I need to do some admin stuff when I get to the airport. Sit down. I gotta renew the campaigns on the t-shirts. Those are probably all, yeah, those are probably all expired now. So if anybody buys t-shirts, just give them on your Teespring. It's not that big a deal. But copper water bottle? No, I don't have a copper water bottle. What does that do? No, send me a message or something on that copper water bottle. I hadn't even heard of that. Hadn't considered it. But okay. All right, cool. But yeah. Thank you, Sarah. Alright, gee, what else? How are you all? Is everybody doing good? Are there any questions? I'll do a little Q&A. I got a free lane here so I can glance back and then glance back at the road, so I'm not really like staring at the phone. There's nobody in front of me. Trust me, we're fine. Next music video. I have no idea. I did get a track from one guy on Instagram, and he sent that to me, and I wrote down some verses to it. It was just like a, you know what I'm saying, the bass line track of it. So I got the tempo down and what the beat would ultimately look like, but we would have to get together and see about getting, you know, if we can get it right and like actually make it into a song, shoot out files where he's at, and we can do a video. That'd be cool. You know, I like to travel. It's kind of my thing. How long is my flight? Well, flying to Miami first, and then flying out to the islands after that. So I leave here 10:20 tonight, and I don't get there until 2 in the afternoon. So not that the flight's so long, it's just going to be a long trip. Maybe a long layover in Miami, I don't know. I don't really check my itineraries. I just get the tickets and then roll out. Let's see. Yes, Paul. Yes, I do. Let me quit. Alright, let me see. Okay, the copper bottle cleans out the, okay, cleans the water, purifies the water. Let me see, Texas meetup, I have no idea. Shout out to Peanuts Clark in the house, what up? Empress, you appreciate you. John Morgan, what up? You should do a Flat Earth meetup in Texas, man. Got a lot going on. Let me see. Oh, okay, Natural Splice. This is something I wanted to talk about. Talk about the Skyrock. Okay. Yes, I did see a video by Vincent Rhodes. Was one of the newer videos that I had seen on the Skyrock. Vincent Rhodes, he does flat Earth videos. He's a flat earther. He's a Christian. You know, he's pretty good. Puts together some good content. And he posts more consistently than I do. So I'm saying I'm subscribed to Vincent Rhodes, so just in case, if you're not, go check out Vincent Rhodes. He got some good information coming out. So okay, about the Sky Stone, I was thinking about that Sky Stone when I saw it. They were saying that the way it was composed, it was like 77% oxygen, and then like a couple other substances, and then one that hasn't been identified by science. Okay, so beyond the consistency of the Sky Stone, there's the color of the Sky Stone that I think about. Now, with all the chemtrail spraying that's been going on here in the Tucumã area over the last week or so, I got to thinking, you know, there was one post I had put up. I thought it was a clear day here, not a cloud in the sky, and I posted that it was a nice day. I took a picture, I put it on Facebook, and allegedly Dave, he had posted a comment on that picture and said, "Nah, Daryl, there's still that white milky haze off in the distance, so you're still subjected to the chemtrails at this point." And I thought about that, and I was thinking about that post and his reaction to it, you know, earlier this week when they were spraying the chemtrails. So not only are the chemtrails full of these heavy metal particulates, aluminum, strontium, barium sulfates, and all that. Not only do they get into the clouds and those chemicals rain down, get into the rainwater, and, you know, ultimately get into the drinking water and just, you know, infects the plants and all types of stuff. Not only do we spray the chemtrails and we breathe these things in, not only are they blocking the sun out so people are deficient of vitamin D, not only are they, not only those things, but in addition to those things, while they're spraying the chemtrails, they're also distorting what the sky actually looks like. Now, why do I say that? I say that they're actually distorting what the sky looks like because I was thinking back to how, you know, I haven't taken a trip in a while since like Korea, but I fly often enough to know that once you get up to a certain altitude, the things that we see on the ground, looking up at the sky, we don't see those things. So if you're in a plane and you're looking up at the sky during the day, the sky is a completely different shade of blue. It's a thicker, richer shade of blue, the sky, when you look up. So knowing that, thinking about that, and then seeing that video about the sky stone, I was wanting to, you know, what I should have done the last day or so was try to put together a video linking these things, these experiences, because, you know, I believe in the waters above, but as far as the sky stone goes, it's that same dark deep blue, and I would want to hold up, have a picture of the sky stone on the screen, and then, you know, have video of the sky and how it's this same matching blue as the sky stone, like sky stone, they call it sky stone, like it fell from the sky. I mean, if they're calling it that in science, aren't they then validating that the firmament is real? I mean, seriously, it's like, they call it sky stone, it's the same color as the sky. But what stone, where does this stone come from? Science isn't really trying to account for that stuff as far as I know. So, I mean, it just kind of locks it in a little better for you, if you know what I mean. Dude, that's crazy. 77.7% oxygen, 777. And then, you know, made also some sort of substance that science hasn't identified yet. Like, what? So, you know, I just thought that was interesting. I have looked into the sky stone a little bit, and that was my thoughts on that. You know, hit the like if you want. If not, yeah, whatever. Kurt Cobain wrote, I'm on a plane. It's true. Let me see. Yeah. Rich blue. Seriously, if you haven't flown, then, I mean, that's something. Sometimes, Max, I very rarely reply to those messages on my YouTube YouTube comments, because I mean, I'm always, look, one, I need to be paying more attention to the messages I get on my actual daggone website. That's my thing. So I get messages on my site, I get messages on Facebook, I get messages on Twitter, I get direct messages on Instagram, I get messages on YouTube also. I get random emails from time to time. You know, it's like I can't get back to everything, and unfortunately YouTube messages are like the least that I pay attention to. I'll check that like maybe every 3 weeks or so, maybe. Sorry. So just so you know, just so you know, no, I don't always. It's always weeks before I get back to anybody on the YouTube comments. So there's that. I would like to issue wrenches. Unfortunately, I don't believe that's something that I can do on my phone. I can put you in timeout. Like, no, I can't do wrenches on the phone. Sorry. I was just kidding. I'm not gonna put. Well, I'm saying I see anybody else, you know, acting up. I can handle trolls from here. Good. Okay. Well, look, I'm gonna have to go live on my laptop at some point. I'm sorry. I'm always on the go, doing this whole thing from my phone, and I can't issue wrenches on my phone. Sorry, girl. Relax. Still going live on May 6th. Yeah. For the hot air balloon, of course, Serrata. I do plan on going live on the 6th for the hot air balloon ride. Paid almost $200 for it. Heck yeah. Shoot. So yeah, I want to get up in there, you know, up in the hot air balloon, get up above that flat horizon. I want to show you all the flatness, the flat terrain. Hopefully it's not raining. Hopefully it's not raining that day. You know, never can tell. I gotta stop putting the dates out. I promise sometimes I'm like, man, I promise they're just, what? Let me see, what about your family? They on board the flat plane? Oh yeah, my family knows. Yeah, they know. They know. Just being nosy. Okay, yeah, I'm on the way to the airport. I'm about to fly out to go see my daughter for the weekend. Again. Wrenches are for some degree of admin control. Like, you know, trolls will pop up in the chat, and if somebody's got a wrench, then they can put the trolls in timeout if at all necessary, if they see fit. So, Christina Lee, she's on Troll Patrol tonight. So, let me see. Well, thank you. Gonna be out on the islands. I might come back with some video on the beach. We'll see. If I can go live out there, I might. You know, but that's all good. Let me see. How's the website doing? How's the traffic? I don't know. I don't know. I should check that. That's the thing. It's like, you know, I don't have like a group. I don't have like a support team. So, you know, as far as trying to get videos uploaded, get status posted on different social media, get back to all the messages, you know, answer calls, respond to emails, do call-ins, hangouts, interviews, or whatever. And then, you know, updating the website, which I'm really behind on that. I'm really behind on updating my website. So as far as all that stuff goes, I gotta do it all. I'm like a one-man show to, you know, handle all this stuff. So, you know, I can't get back to doing all that stuff. Also, you know, I got regular guy stuff to do, like, you know, eat, sleep. I don't sleep much at all, you know, these days with the new schedule. But, you know, I still got to do laundry. Still got a full-time job. You know. But yeah, we get Kim pretty hard in Flint. Yeah, good. Keep posting. Actually, you know what? I saw this documentary on chemtrails, geoengineering, as it were, and these guys had an app. They came up with an app. I forget the name of it. It wasn't the actual app that showed up in the App Store anyway on Samsung, but yeah, it's like a Skywatch app. What it does is like you can give your location and all that, take pictures, and it like uploads to this site, and then some way or another it goes to your state representative, your senator, or whoever is in your state. I mean, these representatives. So, you know, I saw that app. Here, let me see. The name of the app was Skyder Alert. SKYDERALERT. Skyder Alert. It had a weird name, so that's the name of it. Skyder Alert. That's the name of the app, and but that wasn't the app that I downloaded. It was something else popped up on mine. So hold on. So yeah, there was that app, Skyder Alert. I tried to download it, but it took me to something else. So I got like some other Skywatch app. Skyder Alert. Yeah, Skyder Alert. That was the name of it. Anyway, so I don't know. Okay, so Skytrawler said ABC News did a report on it. That's cool. So not sure why the phone keeps losing signal and all that. I mean, satellites should be able to send signals like for millions of miles. I mean, as far as I know, I'm only couple hundred miles away from the nearest satellites out in space, right? Because there's like 20-some thousand of them up there. And the whole idea of me losing signal while I'm trying to stream with you all, that's just ridiculous. I don't understand, you know. It's like, what the heck? Satellites, where are they? Why am I losing signals? Anyway. No, I don't believe in satellites. That's bogus. Not at all. Bull crap. People actually believe that stuff. Well, what are those things I see going all across the sky? I'm like, well, look, if you think it's some floating box that's being remote controlled from by some dude in an underground bunker at NASA, you tripping. But what are those things? And I've seen the little lights moving across the sky. I went out to Mount Shasta a couple years ago, and out there, I could see the stars a lot better than any other time I have been able to see the stars in my life out at Shasta. And I'm like just staring up at the ceiling, watching these lights moving around, and I could have swore at the time I was like, "Are those UFOs?" I went out there with my ex-girlfriend, and yeah, I was like, "Hey, babe, look, it's like, look, I promise I see like 3 UFOs look, these stars are like floating across the sky real slow, like." So, I've seen the lights. I didn't assume that they were satellites. I was just like, they look like stars, except they're just kind of moving across the sky. And people were like trying to paint these satellites as being these luminous objects. I'm like, no, dude, they build these things in these labs. We've seen these, these tinfoil looking, they got the copper colored, material on the outside that doesn't look like it could reflect 250 miles away. But they're saying that these satellites are all just bright and shiny, that you can see them from that far away, and that they're moving. And I mean, if you think about how bright these things are supposed to be, how far away they're supposed to be, how fast they're said to be moving, what they're made of, it just doesn't make any sense. And these are just the things. I don't know. Just look up satellites and then go to images, and what you're going to see is a bunch of satellites that look like cartoons. And then you're going to be wondering, wow, all these satellites are here out in space. Wait, what? Give me that.
Please take ticket. Thank you. Please enter.
I don't like that. I don't like talking to robots. Anyway, I'm at the airport. And I'm about to park. But yeah, go if you like, look up satellites, pull up the images of the satellites, and you'll be wondering who took pictures of these satellites out in space. Like, does every satellite have its own accompanying satellite to take selfies for it? I mean, what the heck? Oh, look, we got a picture of the ISS. I'm like, who took the picture above the ISS? Just simple stuff that should cause people to ask questions. Okay, it's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. That was supposed to be Neil Armstrong's first steps on the moon, but the camera crew was already there and had the cameras on and everything. And I'm like, did they set up a camera on the outside of the lunar lander before they did all that? I'm like, anyway, gotta turn the lights off. So yeah, just these simple things that people refuse to even think about. So I'm like, come on, man. Neil Armstrong wasn't the first guy on the moon. It was the camera crew. they got there first. Then got everything set up. Had their boom mic over there by the ladder while Neil's coming down. So, this is stuff that people don't even think about. But anyway, I'm about to go ahead and finish packing, because I, you know, yeah. And you know, go get on this trip, hop on a plane, and do this thing. So I'll be back in the States Wednesday afternoon. So maybe quiet for a while. Don't worry. If you don't hear from me by next Friday, send out the search party. But yeah, chances are I'll go live real quick when I get back. But much love to you. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out with me while we're, you know, doing this thing. But you all have a great weekend. And okay, let me see. Thank you, Tyreek. We'll be having a good time. Natural Splice, thank you very much. Amanda McCoy, Paul, Nancy CGI Snakes, Christina Lee, Arnie, what's up? Kayla, thank you. Scooby, what's happening? Tony, Ali, Michelle, Truth Matters, what's up with you? Safe travels, thank you. Wally, thank you. Sarada, all right. Just be gone for a little bit, GM. All right, I'm out of here. As always, folks, be good to each other. Take care of yourself. Stay flat. I'll see you next time. Thank you.